They're gonna call me crazy because it's higher level thinking. But it's higher level thinking because you're thinking clearly, without greed, without ego. Since you fucking fell off of YouTube, how many fucking movies have I been in? My mentor is Tyler Perry. I bought myself a Ferrari. I bought myself a Range Rover.
Okay, so if after watching this video you're still not convinced that FouseyTube, or his real name, Youssef Homar, is not the biggest hypocrite manipulating dickhead ass, my apologies for the language, I meant egghead ass, then my friend, you need to go to a hospital ASAP and donate some chromosomes cause you probably have too many. FouseyTube claims to be a changed man. He doesn't care about money anymore. He doesn't care about YouTube fame, all those sins. Nah, he's all about spreading positivity.
Yo, Drake, I literally look like a crazy person right now because I'm outside of the place that you're at. Don't ask me how I found it, bruh.
Yeah, that's definitely not creepy.
God put me here. I'm on God's plan right now. I'm walking in God's purpose.
Tom, this guy's a messiah now. Really quick, for you guys who are completely out of the loop, FouseyTube made his own concert convention thingy. A lot of big artists were supposed to show up, like Drake, J. Cole. I'm sure that's a given, but Drake never showed up. And remember TanaCon? Like, he kept hyping up his convention just like Tanamango was hyping up TanaCon.
YouTube's gonna stream this event. It's gonna be on the front page. It's gonna have over 1 million concurrent viewers. Tell them where tickets were gonna be on its own. It's 3:18 right now. Tickets are gone. They've been gone. People are reselling tickets already.
And when the day arrived, barely anyone showed up. I was actually gonna make a video dedicated to the Tanamango failure of a convention, but man, have you seen the videos of Shane Dawson? I was trying to get clips of Tana Mongolian for my video, but every time I was trying to get a good clip of Tana, she would cry like a freaking whale. I'm so sorry, I let you down, Shane. Yo, she makes you want to cut your ear and freaking give it to a freaking pig. And you believe me to be given the slightest of anything. But anyway, you would think that Fousey would learn from TanaCon's mistakes. But no, his convention was just...
I'm looking at you dead in the motherfucking eye. I'm not hiding behind Twitter. I love you. I love you.
Wait, that's not Simi though.
His convention was all about spreading positivity, spreading love, but then, out of nowhere, he uploads a random diss track on Ricecom where he talks shit about him.
Hey Brian. Rice ain't got no spirit, got no deeper layer. Wanna go sweat a poster. Add it up, that's a Ricecom, stole everything in his life.
Like, what? 1 second you're talking about spreading love and positivity in your convention. It's not about the money, it's about being true to yourself. And then the next second you're hating on someone? Where he's flexing his wealth wearing a freaking Supreme beanie, thinking he's better than everyone. Bro, when this guy lost his hair, he didn't just lose his hair, man. He lost his freaking brain cells too! I mean, look at this tweet from Fousey. My suicide note during the time Keemstar got all of his fans who harassed me for months was going to say, thank you YouTube for allowing channels like Drama Alert make me take my own life. Like, come on, man. What's the point of this tweet? This guy lives on guilt-tripping and manipulating people. There's this great podcast from Adam22 featuring Shane Dawson, DJ Gnome Star, and a freaking goblin.
And we share the same.
And as you can see, the podcast's 3 hours long, and obviously, as you guys know by now, I'm a very resourceful guy. I watched the entire podcast and, man, some of the moments in the podcast make FouseyTube look like the biggest knob in the world. Originally, the podcast was supposed to be about Adam22 and Shane Dawson. He was doing an interview with him. The usual, you know, they were just talking about Shane Dawson's life, TanaCon. They were just having a good time. And then out of nowhere, what do you know?
This makes a lot of sense. Wow, Fousey is here.
FouseyTube, or should I say Mr. Big Ego to compensate for his little pee-pee, he shows up. Out of nowhere! He literally crashes Shane Dawson's interview to just say his piece about his convention that flopped.
Yo, I was driving with my girlfriend.
Get over here, give him the mic.
Please get a fucking chair. I just want to
Yo,
watch.
Shane, first of all, I love you. When I reached out to you, it was with good intentions, because I knew if there was somebody who was going to tell a real story, it was you, because you weren't going to look for, like, something that would help you in case it did turn into a shit show. So the reason I reached out to you was because, not because like, oh my God, Shane Dawson is the king of the internet, I want him to do this. It was like, if I want somebody to tell the story with a clean heart, it's gonna be Shane.
Right.
You can also tell by Shane Dawson's facial expressions that he didn't want FouseyTube to be there. Like, he was just making the whole thing awkward.
Shouldn't talk about FouseyTube.
No, we should definitely talk about FouseyTube.
All right.
He said he might be coming later tonight as well.
I have an Uber. I gotta go.
You'd think FouseyTube came to the interview to, you know, clear his name, clear his reputation, but he just made the whole thing worse.
Trust me in this right now. I know it looks weird from the outside, but I was like, as soon as my speech gets out, you'll know what my intentions were. So right now, the news, everybody, all they see, prank, bomb hoax, YouTuber on top of car, screaming, fight. I sat on that car.
I'm sorry, but am I the only one, or does FouseyTube look like a freaking crazy-ass guy who just lost his last peanut in his head, who's trying to explain to Shane why the earth is flat? I'm just gonna say it straight off the bat. FouseyTube talks way too much. Like, when he was talking with Keemstar would say one word, and for every word that Keemstar would say, FouseyTube would have a whole book to tell. Like, for example, Keemstar would ask FouseyTube about Drake, like, how did you expect to get Drake to your freaking convention? And then FouseyTube would say a completely different story to, like, avoid the subject.
How did you meet Drake? So
Here it is.
you're
Here
in
it
the
is.
party.
Here it is. As I'm outside, dream big, call me crazy now, call me crazy tomorrow. If I pull this off, it's because I'm crazy. Next tweet, I pray that Drake fulfills my God's plan. Next tweet, what some call desperation, I call hunger for success. That's when I finally said, I'm meeting Drake tonight. Remember this tweet for years to come. Next tweet, I'm inside the party Drake is in. I'm letting God lead the way. It's happening. Next tweet, it's
Maman, why are you reading tweets? All you had to do was say how you met Drake, not read 50 tweets.
next tweet, it's happening. Next tweet, it's a video that says scared shitless, but I'm trusting the
Keemstar looked like he'd rather play Russian roulette at this point. This article just released, but this is even funnier when you see that Drake actually never met him. Fousey is the kind of narcissistic person who, whenever he's at fault, he always has a reason or an explanation to defend himself. Like, him talking too much is probably one of his defense mechanisms to, protect himself.
I don't care what label life puts on you. I want you here today out of love. I want to help y'all.
Okay, can someone tell me why Fousey thinks he's the second coming of Christ? Like, chill, bro! The closest thing he can do that's freaking turning wine into water is freaking turning ink into a freaking fake hairline. Like, I'm sorry, let's be real. Look at his head. His bald head still looks shiny. I'm sorry, but with your fake hairline, it just looks like you have a freaking ball sack with pubes.
You did not talk to each other for a long time, and I admit, as a friend who was with you at that time that everything did happen, I did distance myself from you, just what anybody else does in fear of like, oh my God, do I be a real ass person and support this dude, or do I do what all the sheep are doing and distance myself? I knew you personally, and I did do that. So first and foremost, I apologize for that. I should have at least texted you to see how you were doing. This is years ago, man.
Yeah, no, I know.
So I'm happy to share the room with you now because I've grown a lot as a person.
Thanks for that apology.
And you had a lot of fun with me at the time. Like, me and you were good friends, so I appreciated that, man. And I knew you, and I did abandon you. So we should still be there for each other, right? So I say what I'm about to say with love.
Okay, you know what? Maybe FouseyTube changed. I mean, he looks very genuine. I mean, maybe, just maybe, I got it all wrong. I'm sorry, guys. Maybe Fousey, maybe he is trying to spread positivity and love. I mean, I guess I got it all wrong. Wait, what?
I don't need yes men on the internet to tell me who the fuck I am, you little bitch.
WWE guy. Put
Thank
the
you,
mic
bro.
down.
I'm staring at you in the face and telling you that you're missing what I'm saying. If you want to talk outside face to
What's the
face,
standing up mean? What's
It
that
mean-
mean? What's the getting closer mean? What's the grabbing mic?
it means
Like and subscribe.
I don't want to do anything bad, and I'm trying to get
Subscribers
to
get
you.
the emote in the chat.
I'm trying to say, if you want to talk outside without him, or the whoever is watching, and handle it between two real humans face to face and understand each other,
That's what I'm doing now.
and no,
This
then
makes,
why
this
didn't
makes
people
no
watch
difference.
it?
This makes no difference.
You know what makes a difference? For us to do it in real life, because I don't agree with
What did I
anything
do
you said.
before? Bro,
You stop being a walking L. You stop being a meme. I don't agree with anything you do, anything you stand by, how you live your life. We are not the same. I'm a champion.
fine. No,
You're beta as fuck. I'm an alpha. I'm a lion.
Do you see what I meant? Remember when I said that Fousey knows exactly how to manipulate people? Like, 1 second he says he loves you,
But I can stare at you and say I love you, and the reason
and then,
you stop being a walking L.
yo, can someone tell me why Sam Pepper's in the interview, by the way? Didn't his channel die?
That's a big hoodie though. That's like a triple size hoodie. No shit, what's about to go down?
Man! I guess Sam Pepper got bitch slapped so hard that he became relevant again! And there you have it, lads. FouseyTube has lost all credibility from me. I mean, after making this video, I can most definitely say that FouseyTube is just fake. What do you guys think? Feel free to leave your thoughts in the comments. And subscribe, we're so close to 69 million subscribers, guys. If we can reach that by the end of the year, that would make me really happy. So I'll see you guys in my next video tomorrow.
Your dream is very Understand that. 4 goals on iTunes.